So here I have the Yono acrylic markers. These are from Marabu, and I'm going to try them out and see how they compare to the Posca pens, because they should be similar as the Posca pens. They are meant to be used on different surfaces, as they state here that they should be opaque, they are matte. Light fast, I'm not sure about that. There is no really information. There is no real information about that, but they write they're light fast, they're water based, and you can replace the tip if it is destroyed. They are produced in Germany. This is a 12, am I right? Was it? Yes, it is a 12 set. So let's see how they are. As you can see, you get your usual colors. They are actually almost the same as from the thickness as the Posca 5M. Let me just get them. So here I have a Posca 5M. That's the thickness of the tip, and on my Posca it says 1.8 to 2.5 millimeters, while the Yono ones go from 1.5, so even smaller point, to 3 millimeters. So we will see how those ones compare to each other. Ooh, okay. From the size, well, they're actually almost the same size. Maybe Yono are a bit longer, just a tiny bit, but they do have a longer tip, as you can, I hope you can see. Maybe let me move it like here. Yes, so the Yono ones, they have a longer tip, as you can see here, than the Posca pen. But from the thickness, I would really say they are the same. Yeah, they feel almost the same thickness. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna try them out. I can also use this blue one. So let's see here how they compare to the Poscas. I'm not sure I have used it. Yeah, it's still working fine. So let's just see how they are. So this is my Posca, and now let's see how the coverage of the paper is with the Posca. Maybe I should have done this because I didn't do it for a long time now. That is my Posca, and now let's see how this one is. These are much juicier, so they are more wet. So I think this is better view. Let's try another color. Let me see, just to find the same one with the Posca, or at least similar. Okay, so let's see. So this one now is the Posca. And here is the Yono. Yeah, I do think that the Yono have much more liquid coming out, that is for sure. We can try, because it is supposed to be dry, I hope. Let's see. It felt really plastic, slippery when I was going. Wait. And let's see the Posca on the Posca side. Oh wait, the feel is totally different. I have to try again. Yeah, so I can definitely feel the thickness of this layer on the paper, so that is not the same as with on the Posca side. So here I feel that this blue one is thick, and the surface feels as if there were maybe a scotch tape. Yeah, as if there is really something on the paper. That's how the feel is, so you can definitely feel it. Yep, definitely. And let's see the white one. See that the Posca is almost dry. This one still has to dry, of course, because with the Posca one there is less color coming out to the paper. That's why it is already dry, while the other one still needs, the Yono one still needs time to dry. Like this part here is still wet. Okay, so now let's see how the coverage of the white one is. Oh, I actually am moving a little bit of the, maybe it's still not dry completely. We will wait a little bit and do it again. You see, I do have a lot of color that I've picked up. See the Posca. So the Posca is already dry, and I have, I do not see, maybe a tiny bit, but actually I do not see anything. I hope these Yono ones are not actually reactivating when I go on top of them. And now it's better, but I still have the green one here. Let's try with the blue one, because the blue has been now longer on the paper. Oh, okay, this is not good. Yeah, it is actually pretty slippery. Oh, okay, this is, yeah, you can see that I'm actually reactivating the blue one. That is not good. That is definitely not something that you want to happen. See, I have like a lot of color here. I have cleaned it, but yeah, the same thing is happening again, so not sure. Let's see with the Posca and the blue one. Maybe I can try from this side. Like, I'm actually pressing a little bit now. Yep, now that I have pressed down, I have lifted up a bit of the color, but let's see if I'm not pressing, I'm just going over it. You see, I'm not really lifting up the color. That is quite interesting. So let's see if this lifting is happening only with the white color. Now I have the bright green from Yono. Well, if something is happening, I do not really see it. But you see what is happening when I go over the white one? Like all these skipping lines, yeah. And also here on the blue one. Nope. That is not good. It seems as if layering is not really good to do with these ones. Where is the, yes, just gonna do one more thing. So this is the white Posca now. Yeah, it is definitely reactivating. So I also have now, with the Posca one, I have lifted some color up. Now let's use Yono on top of the Posca. Yeah, it is, I mean, it is lifting it up. Yeah, okay, so they have good coverage, but they are a little bit difficult when you want to layer them. Okay, I'm just gonna do a small drawing and let's see how they are going to be. I think I will be drawing two houses, and for one I will be using Posca, and for the other one I will use the Yono ones. So I think I will try with it. Start with the Yono. Okay, so at the end I do have to say that it was much easier to color with the Posca pens, because the Yono, they are letting a lot of the color on the paper out, and it dries out like a thicker layer. So even when you go with a second marker on top of it, you have like a small bump where you feel that layer stops. So that is a little bit problematic. And also that sometimes the second color does not stick to the first layer. And also it was a positive thing that a lot of pigment is going out, so you can more easily color a larger surface. But that is also a negative thing, because they say you can color from 1.5 millimeters, but it is a little bit difficult when you have a lot of pigment color coming out. So then it is a little bit difficult to do that. So yeah, I mean, it's still okay. I mean, it's still you can work with them, but no, I mean, it is the Posca pen, I think, are much better because they lay down better, and you can put one color on top of the other one much easier than with these ones. So let's just put a couple of flowers here. You see, like, these dots are really big. Okay, now now they are again. So as long as you are not like coloring like this on top of another color, then it works. But when you start to like really color, then it is a bit difficult, because you start to lift up the color underneath. Yeah, maybe just one more thing. I did not do that. Now I remember. Okay, let's do it. So this is a Posca pen. Let's just see how. Okay, so these are the lines that I can make. Yeah, it is much nicer to color with these ones, and I actually do not see a lot of difference between the thickness of these two. I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed by these Yono markers. I was expecting them to be like really opaque, you know, when you advertise, when you say that something opaque, then I'm expecting it to be opaque. So with this yellow, as you can see here, I on the lower part I went 2 times, and also here, and it is still not opaque. And the problem is that you are lifting up the color underneath actually pretty easy. So that was my problem with these markers. But for example, the gray, dark blue, these two look really nice. Another problem was that it's not so noticeable when I'm, well, maybe it is a little bit. So there is like a thicker layer on the paper. So when you go with another marker here, you are really noticing where you stopped coloring. So that could be problematic. I mean, it does not have to be problematic. It's just not something that I found to be nice while I was coloring, because for example, I'm coloring here and then I'm like, you go like step up and then you go step down. So I had like some small problems with that, and I did a drawing where I used on one side the Yono and the other side the Posca markers, and the Posca markers did feel nicer in the hand and nicer on the paper when I was coloring with them. Yeah, so that would be it for this Yono testing. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.